Does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
To throw is Smith. Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Raiders first down.
And the Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Genty. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. So, from 37, here's second and 3. Keep it on the ground with Genty. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Keno gonna throw for it. Got a man, it's rocking. And he's gonna have the Raiders first down. Gonna have it by plenty. Huge gainer on fourth down.
That's good.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on fourth down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points? The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take them down for a loss.
Throwing on second down. Smith. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Bowers. And he will get into the end zone. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Shoot.
Come on, ready.
Now, man, who won a rushing title wearing silver and black. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Ready, right.
So after one, it's the Raiders with the early lead.
Exactly.
And we're back in Vegas after this. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football. They've got it with a second down and 10.
Set, hut. Red, 38. Ready.
To throw is Love. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
Let's go. Black, 95. Fury, yellow. Cut.
From the gut, on third down, it's Love. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
On the return is Tucker. And they'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go. Here's the goal. Strike. Hey, line.
On first down is Smith. Open man. That's Trey Tucker. Down the left sideline. And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Vegas.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively. Because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
Six. Set. Ready. Set.
He'll run the toss to Jacobs. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky
Still
situation.
got about 11, 12 yards, I think,
start
shit.
sustaining some of these drives and come away with points. All of a sudden, you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
That's taken in. And he's going to have a Packers first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Got it. Black shot. Hut.
They'll run it to the right here with Jacobs. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
First down.
Red.
First
Yellow.
and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On play action, Love. The right side caught by Wiley. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Ready.
Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. Well, so much for a nice gain and a good running play. But
Hit him just in
security
time.
ball comes out in the defense. Comes off the field with a turnover.
Once the runner breaks through the line of scrimmage, Mike, it's very common to see them carrying the ball with one hand. But as they get further down the field and those defenders close in, you've got to protect it with two hands and make sure you secure the ball all the way to the ground.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I really like this defensive play call. Knowing the offense is backed up on their own territory, take the fight to them. You know their first order of business is they're just trying to get some breathing room. Don't give it to them. Go attack. It's exactly what they were able to do, and that hit is what ultimately led to that incompletion.
Throwing again from his own end zone. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Okay, break. Here we go. Red 38. Set.
On first down, it's Love. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
That's a good throw.
Ready? Here we go. Here we go.
Running from the pistol, it's Jacobs. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
Let's go. Set.
Here's Love. He tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. His kick is perfect. And the Packers get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself
So
down
wide
double digits, you
open,
don't want to
but
make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
Their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Smith. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. Here's Gino. That's complete to Lockett outright. He's to the 15. And he will score. Tyler Lockett. Touchdown Vegas. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game.
Get two
They
more.
obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't
Had to
think
get
there's
two
anything
or two.
to feel good about thus far.
Charlie the quarter.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. And no return here. This is a touchdown.
Over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack
Another
outside the
throw
numbers.
50-50 ball.
A quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm.
50-50.
I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
Smith now to throw on first down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
A loss of 11. It's 2nd and 21 at the 19-yard line.
53, 52, hey, go flip her up, flip her up.
A second down throw for Smith. That's caught by Bowers. Inside the 30. Brock Bowers. And he will dive into the end zone. 81 yards. Touchdown, Vegas.
Gotta pop my taste. Hold up. Y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up. We might more Power Ranger. Hold up. Mine also dangerous. Hold up. Y'all talk outrageous. Hold up. Don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up. Got that touch my savior.
Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Jets. What a perfect day for football. And away we go from East Rutherford. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Go! Panthers ready.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. He's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's a dream scenario to any contest. And runs like that gets the ball rolling.
And he spins right by him. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Another Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Get up.
Here's Hall once more. Big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who gotta have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometimes as well.
50-60 rushing
You give up a big
yards.
run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Dragon 6, 9, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Changing things up. They're gonna throw now. Finds a seam down the middle. And this is all the way to the 13-yard
Slow.
line.
Now, right there. That's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
7-5, 70, 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready, right?
From the red zone now. He's got it. And that's a New York touchdown. The Jets take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Breece Hall with the touchdown. So that right there, Brock, exactly what you want to start off a contest.
Opening drives are such tone setters. You come out flat as a group, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, but here it was sharp, crisp, and they
the one little one play I'll be running.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. From his own end zone, here we go.
I just had to use all the other plays.
He manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Saints to the line now. First and 10. Off the play action. Chuck. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial
I would have clicked on him. I'd have been able to take that.
Connect. Second down. We'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Shotgun snap to Chuck. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this third down. All right, 0-2 to start the game, and I'm guessing, partner, we're probably going to see a third pass now here. Third down, here's Chuck. Completed over the middle. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. And goes to the hurry up here. To throw again here, it's Chuck. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Kate, I don't know what
that time to try to sign him.
Because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over.
Sure haven't seen that lately. Let's show it to him.
Now it's Taylor.
The
For a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Ready? 60, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
To the air, Taylor.
Good
This is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away and brings up third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
60, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Come next, Panther 11, Panther 11. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let's go.
Air it out on third. That is once again incomplete. Consecutive incompletions and now push them to 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2 and third downs.
Ready?
Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Here we go, set. Bronco with 19, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 18, Pioneer.
They'll throw for it. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's DeMario Davis. And the Saints take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming. And it's one thing to know it. It's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. Space pass to 35. Rolling into enemy territory. Alvin Kamara. There it is. Touchdown. touchdown. Point after good from Smith.
So got
And the
punked.
Saints tie
One
this
play,
game
Teddy.
7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Wangu now to return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Mustang 19 Warriors 70.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Checks it down to Hall. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Offense up to the line fast.
That's good for the Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. Taylor.
Okay.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Keep that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack.
Dragon 6, 18, 19, 18.
Taylor now. He's gonna push one deep down the right. And his heave isn't gonna be answered. That's incomplete as an exciting look ends our 1st quarter. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from MetLife coming right up. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long.
Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. He's loaded another one up. And that one hits the Jets. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's 4th and pretty far.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, Mustang 19. 19 Lion.
They're going for this. He's going to try another deep one here. That's complete inside the 35. He will go. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a 2nd quarter lead.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is,
That's some Saints for you.
Full con now to try the point after. Right down the middle.
I seen you running with him. I say, fuck, I just threw it anyway. And bumped it.
It's all lined up.
So fall down too, boy.
He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. Escapes the defender. He's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down. Working quickly here.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Chop working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far. Offense in a hurry up here.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To the air on 3rd and long.
What you did?
That one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Intentional ground.
So it seems like either way they were getting a fourth down here, but this way cost them some extra yardage too.
Hey, I get you want to avoid a possible turnover by forcing it down the field, but it's really hard to find a scenario where 10 yards and a loss of downs is the better outcome.
The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. So fourth down, and here comes Kai Kroger to punt for the Saints. Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10.
Come on. Mustang 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Panther 11.
Here's Taylor. Finds him over the middle. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain.
That's slow.
To the 24. Offense to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
7 Pirates. Trap 60. Go.
Taylor absolutely fires this one right side. They connect on the deep shot. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Ready.
Hall. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Looking quickly here.
Pick up of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They go to him again. And he gets nothing here. The defense stands strong. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Line of scrimmage. The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
Hawk 70. Ready.
Hall's going to try to smash his way in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Jets grow their lead just before halftime. Breece Hall with the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Return coming from the 6. This makes it up to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Shot. Screen here for Kamara. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He snatched that and ran into that end zone.
Quarterback gonna be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
Allowed that one in, but no luck.
I tried to.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
He's keeping it himself on the 3rd down option. Defense contains him.
The shoe?
4th down as he's gone for a loss.
Damn.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing
That's a
him
nice little play. I don't think it's
quickly.
designed for all the quarterbacks now.
Shots throughout this game.
Across midfield. 30 at the 20. And he houses it on the return all the way back for a touchdown. They have him back there because of what he can do with even the smallest sliver of daylight. And for my money, Brock, there aren't many plays more exciting than seeing a punt return
so
for a
different.
touchdown.
You know, it kind of reminds me of the play
It's so
back in the day.
different.
You play tag, and you just can't get to that guy. He's just making you miss. Whether it is, I don't know, Devin Hester, Dante Hall, human joystick, or Cordero Patterson.
Better start putting something of my lights up there for the world to see.
Now, Brock, you always tell me they're special for a reason. Quite the boost from their special teams on that score as they kick it away. This one's going to be a return from deep in the end zone. He loses it on the hit. And they steal it back on the return. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Jets get more points to end a lopsided first half. I think they would have happily just taken the turnover, Brock, but how about the wherewithal of the defender to take it back for the score?
Yeah, that is a scoop and score in the definition of a splash play defensively. You don't just rip possession away from the offense. You kind of rip their heart out, too. You rip possession, you turn it into points, and now that beleaguered offense is going to have to get right back on the field.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return score.
It got
and with
ugly
plenty
real
of energy,
quick.
he'll send this one away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. First and 10. Here's Shuck. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe two more snaps.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
And this ball's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive
Getting burned, you better throw that ball, right?
perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
He's trying to go deep again. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Chooses to bring this one out. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10. Shuck now from the gun. And he caught by his back. Camara up the sideline, past the 40. And he's finally brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Offense in the hurry up here.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, New Orleans.
Shuck now on first down. Short pass brought in. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Gain of 15 yards. That's another Saints.
Here's Shuck, first and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
On him quick, and they bring it down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
A loss of 9 yards. And it's third down. Third and
Corey, 70. Come on, set. Nike, 18, right here. Check up.
Here he goes, third and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready, ready.
Here's Taylor to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Throwing, Taylor. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And the Saints are finally tackled after a big return. They're going to have the football beyond their own 30 following the turnover.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Off the play action, Chuck. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down. And goes to the hurry up here.
I don't know, something might be wrong, JoJo. It sounds like your mic going up.
And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So first down from the 41. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Dump off caught by his back. He still has room inside the 30. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
In the red zone on first. Dumps it off to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Saints 14.
Now from a franchise who authored the most famous one ever back in that 09 Super Bowl, it's the Saints starting the half with an onside kick.
Yeah, these numbers, Kate, they're pretty clear. It's hard to recover these onside kicks. Nice job there by the fielding team, but you see why the rules committee, right, the competition committee constantly searching for maybe new creative ways, because it is just so hard to get that ball when the other team's prepared for the onside kick.
Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Buffalo 18. Ready. Viking 18.
Now it's Taylor. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A loss of 13 yards. Brings up third down.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready.
Shotgun now on third down. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. Has a left side block, but too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in.
She got it out of bounds.
That's going to bring up fourth down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
Here's the snap on fourth. He's looking deep once again. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Saints go in the wrong direction on the return, but still, they've got the football. Well, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
And where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Working quickly here.
And the Saints, first down.
Now Shuck to throw. Hines Bailey working downfield here. Great play was brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line.
Gain of 28 yards. That's another Saints first
To throw. Hits his running back. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
10 more yards. Complete to Alvin Kamara.
And they just get the play off. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints parlay the interception into points. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Offense in a hurry up here.
A loss of a yard. Brings up
And he could have a free play here.
at the 34-yard line.
It's caught left side by Mitchell. And
Outside.
they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Ready.
Running it after the penalty. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. The Saints calling for a timeout, so they're first.
A 3-yard pickup.
May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
At the Saints' 41-yard line.
Second down now, they need 7. Design bootleg here. He beams one deep right side. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT.
I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Your defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Offense to the line fast.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shuck working from the gun. Lofts it deep right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 3rd down.
And 7 yards to go.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Now's him on the quick hitter. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down. Looking quickly here.
It's 4th down.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on down.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Right side. This is caught by Taylor. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Folk with a point after. And the Jets stretch their lead to 21.
Saints 21.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Returning it from the floor. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
They're on the 25-yard line.
Saints to the line now. First and 10. Start things off with a run by Camara. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Looking quickly, trying to get set again.
He was brought down at the 28.
It looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Following the penalty, Brock, an easier go now. Second down and just 2. Chuck now from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's good for the Saints.
First and 10. Here's Shuck. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw again here. It's Shuck. Completed to his running back. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
A gain of 33 yards on the play.
Back to throw. Shuck. Man underneath. It's Camara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get it back to within 2 possessions. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. A second touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field.
A couple plays. Let me take this trash out.
One touchdown, you just might be right time, right place. But 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Pistol snap here to Shuck. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
You know, no sense in piling on. Pretty clear for everybody to see. He knows he should have had that one. Just didn't watch it in the whole way. And it leaves 2 points on the table.
Down 2 scores, and with 2 timeouts left, this onside recovery is a must-get for them. And the Jets are able to recover the kick. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Try running early, though. Can't get you 2 points, huh?
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. On first down, here comes Hall. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, second down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets in very good shape, up by 15.
Let's go.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Oh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That is caught. the feet down. Wow! And he has the New York touchdown. The Jets have likely locked up the win right there. It's an Adnan Mitchell touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
The Jets take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Folk on now to try the point after. Oh, there he goes. It's a fake. And he isn't able to get in here. That lead's going to stay right where it is. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Trying to locate it. Oh, no, he lost it. They're driving him closer and closer, Brock. This play made behind the line. They're now back at the 6. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Running back motions right. Here's Shuck. 1st and 10. Big gain downfield. The 40. Hits the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get it back to within 2 possessions. Shuck and the Saints offense still out there. They're going for 2. All right, they're going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught, getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Jets are able to recover the kick.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Come 19. Come 19.
They're going to pass it here. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
To the air, Taylor. He's going to push one deep down there. He's got it inside the 25. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Here we go. Start. Cowboy 18, Pioneer.
Here's Taylor to throw. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So 2nd down coming up.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Into traffic, complete. And he won't make the marker. They rally to him in time. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Saints 1st down. The Saints call their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. No timeouts and down 2 scores. They've got to find points quickly here. It's 1st and 10. This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Offsides call helps him out. It's only 5 yards to go now on 1st down. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Brings up 2nd down at the 47.
2nd down, looking for options. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Jets have the football just a tick beyond midfield at the 49. Worked through his progression, nobody available. And by the time he checked it down to the back, oh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks, too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when a quarterback...
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Justin Reed has the INT.
By the Saints. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Jets get the football with great field position. They're at the 15.
This is one of those moments, Kate, as a quarterback, when you're jogging off the field, I'm not even going to look at my defense. They gave me the ball, and all I did was give it right back to that other offense.